This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we're a proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metal Summit Europe, which is being held virtually this year. Joining me right now is Janet Lee Sheriff. She is the president and director of Group 11 Technologies. Janet, it's great to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. Great to see you again, Robert, and welcome to Zurich.
Yeah, welcome to Zurich. I figured, we might go on. I might go on a canoe ride later. I mean,
I
just
like it.
everything looks very inviting, right? So, well, Janet, we've had you on talking about some other companies that you're involved with, but today we're talking about a new company in particular, Group 11 Technologies, this private company. So, let's just start out. What is Group 11?
Well, thanks again. Appreciate it. Group 11 is a private company that's held by 40% by Encore Energy, 40% by EnviroLeach Technologies, and 20% by Golden Predator. And I've got a great video I'd love to share. We'll watch that, and then we can chat a little bit about it and give a little bit of an oversight for people.
Very good.
When you think of the metals we use in everyday life, you probably think of traditional mining, something like this. Or maybe this. You probably don't think of this. This is In-Situ Recovery, the most well-known form of in-place metal extraction. It is the future of metal production. How does it work? A solution is pumped into the ground where it selectively dissolves the target minerals. Then, the mineral-rich solution is drawn up extraction wells to a water treatment plant. Minerals are removed from the solution, and the solution is recycled through the system. When the process is complete, reclamation is greatly simplified. In-situ recovery techniques are currently being used in several sectors, including uranium and copper, in locations around the world, with lower costs and significantly reduced environmental impacts. The Group 11 Technologies team includes inventors, innovators, and pioneers from the earliest stages of ISR. The latest breakthrough is an environmentally friendly solvent made entirely of food-grade materials. Group 11 is working to revolutionize traditional concepts of gold, silver, and other metal production, moving towards a future that is safe, sustainable, and economically viable.
I hope that worked out well.
At least from my perspective, I learned quite a bit about what Group 11 has going on here. So give us a little history. When did the company start, and how did you get to where you're at today?
The company started actually from work we were doing up in Canada's Yukon. We built a processing plant to process bulk samples. So we didn't ship stuff away and create local jobs and local spending. And in that, we had a concentrate we were going to have to send away to a smelter. So we thought, why don't we just build something to replace a smelter? We tested out EnviroLeach's cyanide-free technology, worked better than cyanide. And it led to a discussion about how can we potentially mine without moving a rock? How can we use existing technology that's in the uranium sector, the experts from the uranium sector with Encore Energy, and we put it all together. And now we've got some projects and we're starting to do some testing in controlled environments in the lab. It's going to take a while, but we see this as potentially disruptive technology that's going to allow us to look at mining without moving a rock.
Yeah, I want to learn a little bit more about that. You showed that in the video, the technology going in and then going out like that. So how does that exactly work? How do you not move the rock? Because I'm thinking to myself, when you see ore, you still have like the big piece of ore that comes out, and you then have to process it. So how does it exactly work?
Yeah, so you take an environmentally friendly solution that we use from EnviroLeach. It's like a water treatment facility. So you pump it in and you take out the liquid, and the liquid then contains the gold. It goes to a plant that's on site, and that plant then separates the gold from the liquid. The liquid's recycled and processed through again. So you do it in a very controlled environment that's structurally controlled. Gold's fractures naturally. So you use natural fractures in order to touch the gold with the solution. And you do it in a very controlled environment where there's proper regulations in place that allow this. So there are jurisdictions in the United States that have that technology in use in uranium and copper. So they have the regulations in place. And the experts on in situ recovery from Encore that are some of the founders and patent holders of the original move for uranium, which is now 50% using this technology, really feel that this is something that possibly is going to work. And so the first step is we're taking that material from a couple of test projects and we're running it through the labs.
So as the video states, the solution is low cost. There's a lot of cost savings and it's environmentally friendly, but it also seems like it would help companies that maybe have a resource that's maybe a little deeper underground or indicated and inferred deeper underground. You know, I'm trying to get my junior mining vernacular correct, but does it for that solution as well?
Yeah, first on the environmental, the world has an ongoing demand for metals. The world also is growing concerned about the environment and impact on the environment. So in situ recovery allows you to extract metals from the ground without establishing open pits, underground tunnels, huge reclamation, years of permitting and years of gaining your social license and reclamation costs that are ongoing. So this minimizes all of those types of environmental impacts. So it is something that is of interest and an interest beyond the mining sector. As far as its application, yeah, it could potentially be used in deeper or smaller resources. There are environmental conditions that you have to work around, and it's not applicable 100%. You know, there's the water table you have to consider, structural control. So all of those factors go into whether this technology can be used in certain applications. So we're testing it right now on 4 or 5 different projects, and they all have different types of geological settings and metallurgy. So we're able to determine better which we can apply this for.
Very good. That was actually literally going to be my next question, is where we're currently at in the development process. And is it commercial yet, or we're just testing right now?
We're remaining a private company during the research and development stage, and we will test this on a number of different applications. And it would be a number of years before you could be looking at something like this in a commercial application.
Got it. All right. So then from what you can tell us, what would you say are some of the value catalysts now for the rest of this year going into 2021? I'm guessing just more testing. Testing.
Yeah, we've actually had a lot of calls in the past 2 weeks from other operators wanting to know how they could get their projects tested as well. So our first priority is testing it on our projects that we've picked up under Group 11, but we are also developing a process for people so they can work with us to look at their own projects. We're staying a private company through this stage, so really the only vehicles in order to participate at this time are through the public companies that own it.
Very good. And so with that, where can my audience go and find everything they need to know about Group 11?
Group 11 website is gr11tech.com. And in case people don't know, Group 11 is the periodic table, which includes gold, silver, and copper.
Good. That was very helpful for me. I missed that day in chemistry class.
So did I.
Well, Janet, thank you so much.
We were paddling in Zurich that day, Robert.
That's right. I remember it vividly now. We had a glass of Chardonnay. It was a beautiful night. Yeah. Anyway, well, Janet, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe. And I look forward to our next update.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you. Again, my name is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN.Network, and we are the proud media sponsor for the upcoming Precious Metals Summit Europe, being held virtually this year. Janet will be there giving a presentation on Group 11. Thank you all for watching.